Hello and welcome to the Wavy Tunnel Pro dashboard session, swing trade setups for the week of June 22nd, 2026. Let's read the disclaimer that this presentation is for educational purposes only. Past performance does not equal future results. Please do not construe any information found here as advice or recommendation of any kind. Remember to always practice with a demo or paper trading account with any new concept or strategy until you really get to know and understand the risk and reward potential. And if you haven't signed up for the dashboard scanner yet, you can do so at wavytunnelpro.com/dashboard or scan the QR code, and you can watch the walkthrough video on that page. Let's just review the weekly routine. For the first time, create your dynamic Breakout 4 watch list and make sure you email the alerts to you. And you select the scan criteria yourself. I can show you how to do that momentarily. Then weekly, what I do is I check the updated Breakout 4 watch list. And then I check the symbols one at a time and narrow it down to a hot list, which I will do for you today. And we can write notes on the symbols that show potentials and then create a trade plan for a handful of symbols. You can buy the stock, buy the call, sell the put, buy the vertical, so a call debit spread or a put credit spread, and execute the trade. Let me show you how the Breakout 4 trade presents on the market map. Warren Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. What that means is once the market has moved up, this is the time not to be greedy. This is the time to be fearful. And when the market retraces, this is the time not to be fearful. Rather, this is the time to be greedy. And this is where the Breakout 4 trade shows up, right here at the end of this deep, deep correction. This is what it looks like on the chart. We have a strong uptrend, and then we have a beautiful correction right below the tunnel with the gray diamond, and this is called the Breakout 4 trade. So this shows up at the end of wave C on the market map. This shows up on your dashboard scanner, the chart. And this is the trade that we are looking for. There are 5 ways to take a bullish position on a Breakout 4 setup. What I have done so far over the last few weeks, and I'll show you the performance momentarily, is buy the stock or buy a bull call spread. That's how I have expressed these trades. And I'll show you the trades that we have taken so far. And this is the P&L since I started to take these trades. And the entry date, the first trades were taken on June 2nd. The next trades were taken the week later on June 9th. So this is the P&L, cumulative P&L. We have one position left. It's a General Motors 80-85 bull call spread, and this expires in July, so this is still open. But these are all closed, and these are all the P&Ls. So notice how I limit my losses and sometimes limit the profits as well, just to take profits. That's my mode of operandi. I want to take my profits. I don't want to miss my profits. I certainly don't want to see a trade go negative once I've had a nice profit. So this is what we've done so far. Last week, I know that I said that I was going to take some trades. I didn't because I had a surgery last week, so I wasn't able to take any trades. I made sure to close the positions, and that's about all I did. I didn't take any trades. So today we're ready to look at the markets and see if we want to take some trades. So let me take you to the scanner. And for those of you that have the scanner, the dashboard scanner, I have created watch lists that I've shared with you, that you will be able to access. And we've done We've done 3 so far. So June 1st, June 8th, June 15th, and today will be the June 22nd watch list that I will share with you once we create it. But first, I want to show you how you can set up the Breakout 4 trade yourself. So this is the Breakout 4 trade on the daily. You can scan for buy ready, buy signal. This is what I do. And when you scan for buy ready and buy signal, you get the whole universe of the trades. You get 807 markets. So you need to narrow that down further. So you want to do less than 20 candles, perhaps. And if we narrow that to less than 20 candles, you get 241. That's also a lot. Then what I like to do is I want to change price. I only want to look at stocks that are greater than $25. That brings it down to 144. What I also want to do is I want to take the trend and I just want to look at the daily trend that is up or neutral. And that brings it down to 141. And for the weekly trend, I also want that to be up or neutral. I don't want there to be any down trends. That brings it down to 132. Then I want to look at volume. So I'm going to make sure that I have volume up here. And I want to just have, I'll have greater than 500K for volume. And that brings it down to 97. So I've already brought it down from 800 and something to 97. If I want, I can just say that I want the optionable symbols. And that brings it down to 61. That's how you create your watch list. And you can sort it however you want. And then you add your dynamic watch list. You make a name for it. And then that's your dynamic watch list. And you can then ask to be emailed every night with the changes in the dynamic watch list. So I've already created the Breakout 4 daily for the dynamic watch list. And I have 40. So I'm not sure. I think okay, the volume, my volume is greater than 1 million. So the other scan that I showed you was greater than 500,000. So that's the difference in the number of symbols that you see between mine and yours. And let me see what I have for the trend daily. Yeah, trend daily is up or sideways. Trend weekly is up, is only up. Okay, so you can see trend weekly is only up. Trend daily is up or neutral. And the way we define trend is an uptrend is when the wave, the 3 purple lines, is above the tunnel. A sideways trend is when the wave is in the tunnel. So on the weekly, I've told it that I just want the wave to be above the tunnel. That's what I've told it. So we have quite a number of stocks to look at. Let me just see what I also like to look at the percent daily change and the year-to-date percent and the sector, and the optional column is here. So we're just going to be looking at the Breakout 4 daily. Now, if I move to the charts on the right, I have the daily chart on top. On the bottom, I usually keep the weekly chart, but I'm not going to do that today because I know that the weekly trend is going to be up, that the wave is above the tunnel. Instead, I'm looking at the market, the live market, the hourly chart on the live market. So this is actually where the price is right now. And you can see that the price is 91.78 in the live market, but the price here, which is an end of days for Sempra, is 90.69. So it's already up over $1. Okay, so you have to know that. Let's start from the beginning and let's do some analyzing together. This is APA. And what I also like to do is if we get a new signal, so that would be the diamond and the 1, that means that the gray diamond just appeared. I usually follow that and I don't take a trade right off the bat because I want to see some follow through candles closing higher. Now, I can look at the live market to see where we are relative to this. That would help. But this is a breakout 4 ready. So the breakout 4 readies show the diamonds. The breakout 4 signals show the up arrows. And the breakout 4 signals show price closing above the green filter over here. So that gives me more of a confirmation that I may be interested in taking action. KMT. This is one of the trades that we took a while back. And let's just see if it's price crossed the filter 9 candles ago. Yeah, so right over here. And are we still interested? Yeah, I think I would still be interested. I would probably want to follow this and look for some kind of a retrace and maybe get in again. So I'm going to put this on the watch list. I'm going to right click and I'm going to add KMT to today's watch list, which is on the 22nd, June 22nd. So that's added. Let's go to the next one. OHI. I think you can hear my dog barking in the background. Very active today. OHI. Yeah, I kind of like this one as well. I'm going to put this on the watch list. I would like to see it to trade above the filter again, but I'll put it on the watch list. Let's go on to the next one. ADC, real estate. Year to date, it's only up 1.57%. And let's see where we are. We're more or less, from today's trading, we're up a little bit, about 50 cents from the close. And this would be the close on Friday. Actually, the markets didn't trade on Friday. This would be the close on Thursday, June 18th. So do I like this one? I'm not so crazy about this one because I see that the wave is in the tunnel, but it is still, it's pointed down. So I'm just going to hold off on this one. Let's go on to, oh, this is another real estate income company. And the current market is up a little bit. Even though the wave is in the tunnel, it is still pointing down a little bit. I would definitely want to wait with this one to see if we could close above the filter again. I could still put this on the watch list. The wave is sideways, more sideways to the tunnel. So I'm going to add this to the watch list. The other difference between ADC and O is that O is optionable and ADC isn't. Let's look at the next one. An energy company, AROC. Well, that's also trading about 50 cents higher. This looks actually pretty healthy. This looks pretty good, pretty good. So I'm going to add this to the watch list. YTR, also a real estate company. Okay, it's up, price is up marginally from Thursday's close. Again, I would want to see price to go above the filter, but I can add this to the watch list. So I will do that. The next one is Honeywell. So price is up almost $2 here. And let's just have a look. I want to look at the weekly on this one. So I'm just going to put the weekly up here just to see how that's trading. Yeah, so the wave is above the tunnel and it's just moving along. We did come down which would be the daily tunnel down here, and we're trading higher. I mean, it looks okay. Let's go back to the daily. Yeah. I wouldn't mind to see some kind of a pullback before getting in here, but let's put this on the watch list. The next one, this is CTVA. It's up 17% annually. It was up nicely on Thursday, and it is more or less flat for today. So maybe it's up a little bit. This looks very nice. This looks like a nice pattern. This has been a nice trending market, and then we had a beautiful three-wave correction right to below the tunnel where it should go. I'm going to add this to the watch list. And by the way, if you do have access to the dashboard, then you would want to join the, if you're not already in the Discord, if you're not already in the Discord channel, please join, because I'm going to post the trades there that I take. Okay, this is NYT. This is up 5.75% for the year. Communication services. I would like to see, we're down from Thursday. I would like to see us moving above the filter again, but I will put this on the watch list. This is New York Times. 5. So this is more or less flat for the year. 5 below. I'd like to see this close above the filter before taking action on this. We're down a little bit from Thursday. I will put this on the watch list. Now, Gilead Sciences. I'm not going to put this on the watch list because the wave is crossing down below the tunnel on the daily. Even though we're up on the day, I'm not interested in this. I want to see, I don't want to see such a deep retracement. Hasbro. Same here. The wave is about to cross the tunnel, so I'm just going to leave this alone for now. Okay. HYMC, Basic Materials. The wave is in the tunnel. Let's just have a look. Yeah, I would like to see price to cross back above the filter. Just see how this has been trading. Yeah, this has been a nice solid uptrend. But we've had a very, very interesting correction. This is called a complex correction, and we could certainly reverse and start to trade higher. I want to see it close above the filter. I'll add it to the watch list. Okay, next one. I'm not so interested in this because the wave is just about to cross the tunnel. Next one. This is an energy company, and I do like the way this looks. Let me just go back and see how this has traded. Yep, I do like the way this looks. The wave is comfortably above the tunnel, and the wave is separated from the tunnel. So this is a correction. I do like this. I'm going to put this on the watch list. APA, I like this as well. This goes on the watch list. BG, Consumer Defensive. This is a very, very quick correction down to the wave. So the tunnel, so we need some back and forth. Let me just go back and see how this has performed. Yeah, I mean, this is nice, but I would expect to have more consolidation, but I will put this on the watch list. This just appeared, so we need the filter to catch up and for price to just maybe cross above the filter. I'll put it on the watch list. Okay. Let's look at the next one. BP. Not bad. I'll keep this on the watch list, but I do want to see it closing above the filter. CBOE. This is really moving. This is moving down quickly. The wave is still comfortably above the tunnel. Let me just have a look back. Yeah, I mean, I want to see this closing above the filter, but I will put this on the watch list. And CF, basic materials. Let's have a look here. Yeah, this looks nice. I want to see this closing above the filter. I will put this on the watch list. Let's go to the next page. Now these are all symbols that have a 1 and a diamond. So these are the breakout 4 readies. So what that means is the diamond just appeared and we need to see some confirmation, i.e. price moving above the filter. I want to see the breakout 4 signal for these. Let's look at ConocoPhillips. This is a nice pattern. I'll put it on the watch list. But again, for all of these that we're going to be looking at, we want to see confirmation with the close above the filter. This one also looks nice. I'm going to put this on the watch list. Okay, CVX. We made a new low. We need to start to trade back up and fill in some of these gaps. See the gaps down? So that's what I would want to look for, but I'll put it on the watch list. Dan, consumer cyclical, up 21.5% already year to date, but we've had a significant sell-off. This is a really nice 3-wave correction and a beautiful uptrend. Yeah, I like this. I'm going to put this on the watch list. The next one is DAR, consumer defensive, up 48% year to date. And we have had a nice correction in a beautiful uptrend. So this is very nice. Very nice. I'm going to put it on the watch list, but we do need to see some green candles and some consolidation before doing anything here. EQNR, this is also up 35, almost 36% year to date. This is a choppy consolidation, choppy retracement. Let's go back and see how we've done so far. Yeah, I'll put this on the watch list. The next one is HAL. We need to see some consolidation here. This is a short correction, so we definitely need to see some consolidation. I can put it on the watch list. Some consolidation before taking a trade. Here's another one. Yeah, this I'm not so interested in. If you look back, we don't have a very long uptrend for this. Let me put up the weekly. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we had the breakout 4 trade on the weekly. This was back a year ago, well, less than a year, in October of 2025. And now we are having a retracement. So it's this consolidation on the weekly that I was looking at on the daily. So we do have a sizable uptrend on this weekly time frame. But when we go down to the daily, it doesn't look like a sizable uptrend because of this consolidation. So having looked at the weekly, let's go back to the daily now. And I'm just going to leave this for now because it looks very choppy and it looks like it can trade. Yeah, we're not above the filter, so let's just leave that. We're not going to add it to the watch list. Okay, MGY. MGY, this is not bad. I'm going to put this on the watch list. MUR, not bad. I'm going to put this on the watch list. NE, not bad. I'll put this on the watch list, but we need some consolidation first. I think I have too many stocks on the watch list here. Okay, I'm going to leave this one alone. Yeah, I'm going to leave this one alone. I would like to see price consolidate above the filter for this one. It's just, and the year to date percent, it's basically flat for the year. So I'm just going to leave that one alone. The next one, Suncor Energy. I can put this on the watch list. We do need to see some more consolidation and a move above the filter for this one. We're almost done going through this list. Okay, Viper Energy, another energy company. Notice there are lots of energy companies on here. I can put this on the watch list. It doesn't look so bad. Let's see some consolidation with price moving above the filter. XOM, same situation. I'll put it on the watch list. AR, not going to put this on the watch list, and you probably know why already. The reason is that the wave is crossing down below the tunnel on the daily. LNG, we had a bull call spread on this one. Let me just get rid of this. And we got out of it, of course. Okay. And now this is a good example where this gray diamond was over here and then it just repainted. Okay, here we are. It's made a new low. Yeah. So this could be another opportunity for us. I would like to see the wave is it is touching the tunnel. It could be another opportunity for us. I would like to see some more consolidation with a break above the filter. So I can put it back on the watch list. This is why it's really important to take profits when you have them, because you never know. It could be a false move higher. And if you take your profits, then at least you get out at, you get your profits. And if the diamond does repaint, you're okay. So that's what we are focused on doing, taking our profits. Okay, this looks like it popped up. You can see from the trading down here, it's trading at 81.24 right now, and it closed us out on Thursday at 79.41. So it did pop. Okay, we can put this on the watch list. Two more. NTR. We're going to leave this alone. I think we have enough to look at, but this wave looks like it's crossing down below the tunnel. And the last one for the day is RRC. Same story here. The wave looks like it's crossing down below the tunnel. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to open up the watch list that we've just created. I'm going to share it with everybody first off. And now let's just open up the watch list and see. Let me just close this for a second and show the watch list. So we have 31 stocks on this watch list. Well, I'm going to be looking to see what trading opportunities there are. These are all the trading opportunities, but I did say that a lot of these were wait and sees, especially where you have the one next to the diamond. That means that you want to see some consolidation and you want to see price to move above the filter. So that wraps it up for today. Thank you for listening. Again, this is the trade that we're looking for. And if you are not already signed up for the dashboard, go to wavytunnelpro.com/dashboard. Watch the walkthrough video or scan the QR code to sign up. Scan, spot, strike. We will see you next week.